Hi everyone, so today we are going to be making a rainbow fish and what we're going to be doing to make it is we are going to be weaving the paper. So if we enjoy weaving we can then make other animals, or we can make a blanket or a table mat. So there's lots of different things we can do once we learn how to weave. So what you need to make this fish is you need some paper, some scissors, some pens, and I've also used a little bit of glue, but that's optional as well. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of paper and we're going to draw our shape onto it. Now I'm going to do a fish because I'm going to make a rainbow fish, but basically we can draw whatever shape we want. We can draw an animal, we can leave it blank and make it a square, so we can do whatever we want. So I'm going to draw my shape and then I'm going to show you what to do next. Okay, so once we have drawn our shape and cut it out like this, the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to cut some strips into a piece of paper. Now I find the best way to do this is just to fold it in half like this. I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut, not all the way to the bottom, so just a little strip like that, and I'm going to do them all along. So I'm going to do with maybe a finger's gap between each one. Do them all the way along like so, so that then we have a little shape like this, so that we've got lots of little weaves. So the next thing that we are going to do is we're going to take our other sheet of paper and we're going to colour it in lots of different colours. Now we're going to be cutting it into strips of about a finger's width again. So we maybe want to colour all the strips a different colour. We can do them all the same colour, we can do stripes, we can do patterns, we can do whatever we want. And then we're going to cut it into strips. So I'm going to colour mine in and then I will show you how to cut it into strips and what to do next. Okay, so once we have coloured in our strips like this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut them into the strips. Now obviously I've only done 4, I think I'm actually going to half these again, so I'll have 8 because my fish isn't very big. But obviously if you're doing something bigger or you've got more paper, you can do as many strips as you want, but I'm just doing 4 just now. So I'm going to just cut these into strips like this, all the way along. Like this, and I'm going to actually half them again so that they're a little bit skinnier, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so now that we have got our strips like this is a really fun bit. So what we're going to do is we are going to take our fish, in my case, or our shape or whatever we've done, and we're going to weave it. So I'm going to start with a green strip, and basically what you're going to do is you're going to thread it in between the holes that we made, the strips that we made earlier, pull it all the way through, and then we're going to come back through the other one like that, so it goes behind, and then we're going to go through that one like so. We just have to pull it all the way through. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go back through the next gap like that, back through the next gap like that, and back through the next gap like that. So that's our first one. We're just going to pull it all the way down. We'll sort the shape in a minute. Now for our second one, what we're going to do is I'm going to pick the blue one, and this time we're going to start from the back and we're going to come through. So we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it the opposite way. So if we went behind on one, we're going to go in front of one. So we're going to go in front of this one, and then we're going to go behind the next one and pull it all the way through. Go in front, go behind, go in front, front and go behind. And we're going to pull it down so that it is next to that one. And we're going to do the same again with our next strip, but we're going to do it the same way as the green one. And we're going to repeat that with them all until we've got them all in. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll show you what that looks like and what we're going to do next. Okay, so once we have woven in all our colours like this, it will look something like this. Now I'm going to take the loose edges, and all I'm going to do with them is I'm just going to fold them down so that they're not popping out the back or the sides, so that it looks like this. And if there's a really long one, just going to pull it a little bit and then fold the end down so that all the ends match up like that. I'm going to pull that one, fold that one down, and fold that one down like that. So there we go. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to decorate our fish to make it look more like a fish. So I'm going to put an eye on. I'm also going to use the strips that I have left over. I'm going to cut them up and stick them on the tail so that they look like a little fish. So I'm going to do all that, and I'll show you what that looks like, and then that is us finished. Okay, so once we have decorated our fish however we want, I've stuck on some purple scales, and I've also drawn a little eye and a little smiley face, but we could colour it in, we could do whatever we want, we can also do other shapes. That is us finished doing our fish. So I hope you had fun, and I look forward to seeing them all.